Alright, welcome to the second video for introduction to R using R Studio. So, welcome to R and R Studio. Just to give you an overview, R is a system for statistical computation and graphics, and primarily we use R for several reasons. Number one, R is of course open source and freely available for Mac, for your Windows PC, and even your Linux machines. So this means that there is no restriction on having to license a particular software program or have students work with a specific lab that has been outfitted with technology of choice. Second is that R is user extensible and user extensions can easily be made available to others. So there exists a community of developers who uses actually R. R is commercial quality. So in terms of using this, the quality itself is that the packages of choice for many statisticians and those who use statistics frequently. R is also becoming very popular with statisticians and scientists, especially in certain subdisciplines like genetics. So articles in research journals such as Science, if you're going to explore them, they often include links to the R code used for the analysis and graphics presented in their researches. And finally, R is very powerful. Furthermore, it is gaining new features every day since it's open source. New statistical methods are often available first in R before it's available to other statistical programming languages. So the interface that we're actually using is R Studio, and it provides access to R in a web browser. However, what we're using right now is the standard R for the desktop application. So let's start with the very basic. If you're going to notice, R Studio divides its world into four panels. Several of the panels are further subdivided into multiple tabs. So we have our environment, history, connections, files, plots, packages, help, and viewer. R Studio offers the user some control over which panels are located where and which. So it's up to you on how you actually want to have these four panels displayed. You can customize this, you can maximize this one, minimize this one. If you don't really need some of the panels, you can do whatever you want, whatever layout you're comfortable working with. And the console here is the panel where we actually type the commands that R will execute. So let's start with the very basic. We use R for a calculator. So we can actually do mathematical computations using this console. So let's try, for example, 5 plus 3, that will return 8. Other data types such as double can also be manipulated using R. 12.3 times 3.4, that will give us 41.82. You can also do square root. Square root of 16, 4, something like that. And just like in any other programming languages, of course, we make use of variables. You can store values, such values in different variables. So for instance, we want to store the product of some numbers, 6 times 4. When you can notice that when we multiply the 6 and 4, we actually store the value to a variable named product. And once we executed this code, we have here the product 24. Okay, so that's it. That's the product of these figures here stored in a variable named product. Alright, so this is just one way of storing or assigning value to a variable. R offers different approaches. You can also make use of this one. Product less than hyphen 6 times 4. That's like 6 times 3. That's actually, you're actually like creating an arrow pointing to the variable name. That means you're storing this value to the variable name product. So when you hit enter, you can see that the product value here has been updated to 18. And the third approach is, well, primarily very similar from the previous approach. Well, we're just putting the arrow on the other side. So if you want to have like 7 times 8, and you assign it to variable name product, and when you enter that one, you can see that the product value here has been changed to 56. Alright, so that's how you actually assign values to variables. There are different approaches, but I would suggest that you you familiarize with yourself with only one assignment approach, so that when you do your code, somebody who will be reading your code will understand easily your approach in assigning variables. Okay. So once variables are defined, they can be referenced with other operators and functions. So like for instance, I have a new product. I'm going to assign the value of product times 2. So the previous value of product is 56. Then we're going to multiply it by 2. Then you have your 112, which is actually 56 times 2. So we have your variable named new product with a value of 112. You can also do natural logarithms, such as log of product. We have log of product. Enter. You have your 4.025352. Alright, so if you want to assign a specific value to a variable, at the same time display it using a single line of code, you can also do that. Like for instance, sum of 37 and 23, then display the sum. Alright, so let me explain first this code. So you're actually adding these two values and assigning it a sum, then displaying the value. You need not to put any command like print or something. You separate it because there's actually two codes already and you want to execute it in a single line. So the value will automatically be printed. In the same manner, the variable will also be displayed on this global environment panel that we have here. Okay, just a quick overview about R. We have to identify that, or we have to understand that R is case sensitive. So if I have a variable named product, since I've used product a while ago, which is a small letter p, I'm going to assign there 6 times 7. As you can see, it did not override the previous value of 56. Instead, it created a new variable here with a capital letter P because R is case sensitive. So different variables with different names and different cases are actually different from each other. Okay. On our panel here, we can be able to see here the different packages. So these packages are in addition to its core features. So R provides many more features through a large number of packages. To use a package, it must be installed. Well, you just need to install it one time and just load it every session that you're going to use it. So a number of packages are already available in RStudio. Once you install RStudio, they're already available. Some of these are these check packages here. So the packages tab here in RStudio will show you the list of the installed packages and indicate which of these are already loaded. So some of the packages that we will be using frequently are the FastR. So let's try to search for FastR. Doesn't have here, so let's try to install. It's not available here. Let's try the next one first. The lattice. There, lattice. So we're going to make use of this for graphics, like creating what do you call this? Creating graphs. We also be needing Mosaic. Let's see if Mosaic has already been installed. So I have here Mosaic. We don't have a Mosaic yet. So can we install Mosaic? Sure, Mosaic. Install. So we're installing the Mosaic package. So we have a, do you want to install from sources the package which needs compilation? So let's try to use yes because we might be needing that one. So it will actually download some of the packages over the internet. So an internet connection is actually necessary. So the console here will show us the status of our download and installation of some of the packages. So we're done with Laris and Mosaic, and we need Fast R2. So let's just wait until the installation, the download installation of Mosaic is finished. There are actually a lot of modules that you can use for Lattice. Once this has been installed, it should be shown here already. So there, it's done downloading. It's now installing the packages which has been downloaded. So let's see if Mosaic Alright, so since it's done, let's see if Mosaic is already here. And there you go. Mosaic packages are already here. So as you can see the description here, Mosaic is a part of the project Mosaic, Statistics and Mathematics Teaching Utilities. So we will be needing all of these packages since what we will be doing primarily with R are more on statistical analysis. So next is the Fast R. Since it's not yet available, we're going to install Fast R2. I'm quite not sure if FastR is still available or there are already some differences with the packages, but let's try to install pa rin FastR. There. So install packages FastR. Oh. Package FastR is not available for version 3.6.3. I think it's a lower version, so I think they updated FastR. So let's try a different one. FastR, maybe this one, FastR2. I'm honestly guessing. There. So FastR2 maybe is an improvement from the existing FastR package. There. It's done. So, see the definition. Foundations and application statistics using R, which is the second edition. So, most likely this is the updated version as well. So, since we're already done with this, I think we're ready to move to statistical analysis. So there's, for this video, we just explored the environment, some of the basic functionalities like mathematics, the case sensitivity, and installing the packages. So we installed 3 new packages, which are the Mosaic, FastR, and the Lattice, which are primarily for graphing and statistical analysis. So on the next video, we will be trying to utilize those packages which we just downloaded. So that's it for now.